What is going on, guys? BCD here, and today I just wanted to bring you a quick video. Basically, I just wanted to talk about the Pixel Buds. I'm got them in my ear right now. I basically just wanted to discuss some of the opinions out there, some of the reviews, some of the reasons why people feel like if they are not as good as the competition. Um, So I haven't put out an in-depth review, so could technically be my in-depth review. I want to go over the pros of this device and then the cons. It has a Google Assistant, the Pixel 2X phone pairing, translation feature. I don't use it, but it's nice to know it's there. I've been to Japan and could have came in handy multiple times actually. Pixel Buds feel comfortable in ear, speed of response, simple to use, uh, like I already said, good call quality, and then it's actual good sound. So it actually has a pretty good sound output to be just some buds, anyways, to be some earbuds. Uh, Cons, the charging case. It really does take away from the bigger picture of what this game is. I mean, if you can get over this charging case, which I can, no problem. I feel like these will really be a great, outstanding headset for you. Uh, but I get more into depth in that and basically going over that price point and stuff like that too. So the sensitivity on the right ear is another con. I don't feel like that's a con. So that's going to go into the toss up because I mean it can go either way. I feel like the sensitivity of it makes me feel more comfortable. I just touch it and I know it's going to work. I don't have to feel like I have to hard press it or something like that. It's very sensitive, but it's only sensitive to your fingertips and your hand basically. It's not going to go set off because of it hits some fabric. It's not going to happen. So it's very sensitive, but it really does respond well, and that's what you want. So and then going over just more of basically my toss ups, my things that I feel like people are griping over, but they aren't really cons in my opinion. Um, but they are griping over them. So I can't negate what they feel. So I won't say that. I'm going to just say these are things that I can overcome, and I feel like it can go either way. The battery life, they say it's about 5 hours or so of battery life. During my testing and what I was doing, I wasn't doing any extensive testing, unfortunately, but I used these for the last 2 weeks every day. And from my standing, I have not had issues with battery life. I haven't had an issue where I felt as if these things are dying constantly. I didn't feel like they were going uh, dead too soon or get hitting 50% too soon. I would use them heavily when I was on phone calls. I would use them heavily when I was listening to music or I was cooking or cleaning or something like that. And it would not feel like I had to charge them and I feel like that they were going to die. I would always sit them in a case when I wasn't using them just to protect them, and also that charges it. So I never felt as if I was out of battery. It just really was a good experience overall with battery life. The string being attached, I hate this with a passion, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I know what the function is for it. It makes it easier to find. If I wanted to take one out and leave it hanging around my neck, I do. I'm not wearing them as properly as I should. They should be behind me, but whatever. I like it like this too. Um, when I'm just sticking them in. People hate the style. People hate the roundness of it. I felt as if they were a little too big at first, but then I realized with the string, everything it fits naturally. It doesn't fit like something weird or something like that. It really fits naturally. So when people have gripes about how natural they look and how like they're not no AirPods. That's all I'm saying. They don't look weird. It just looks like some normal headphones. And the string really just takes away from, I mean, how futuristic they are and how appealing they are. But at the same time, if you can get over the string, it still offers function. Um, and I can't really get around that. So that's a toss up for me as well. So with my cons and my pros, cons, and my toss ups, I still feel like these are a great headset. I feel like it's still a good headset. I still feel like a lot of people are blowing some of the things out of proportion. I feel like the pairing problems. Like I understand that you got like a Samsung or something else, some Android phone, but they're not meant for they're Pixel Buds for a reason. It wasn't like they were launching a line for Android; they were launching a line for their Pixel phones, and I don't feel like they was getting the same stint like the reviews of like the AirPods were getting the same type of treatment because they guess what they were meant for iPhones, just like these are meant for Google products. Google does not have to Kate tailor everything or give you every option that uh, an Android user. I mean, it's not for every Android user. It's for that specific person, for that person that went out and bought a Pixel or so. Some features are. It's not saying that they're not going to work. They're just Bluetooth headphones. I'm just saying that don't go in there expecting all the options to work well. It's for a market, and it's not for if it's not for that market, you can bring it up, but that's not what you should critique the you should not critique it on that. So I was really getting upset with that. It just felt as if everybody was focusing in on that one thing, that one gripe. I mean, it's not even that it's a gripe because it still works. It's just that some features aren't there, and they're not meant to be. I mean, like those animojis. It's the same thing. Like you can get that stuff on another iPhone, but they don't have it on there because they want you to buy the iPhone X, and it's not even as if it uses everything in the iPhone X. I mean, it just uses, I mean, the 10. It just uses the camera. So I understand how y'all feel, and I get it, but it's just the way it goes now. I don't understand why Google wants to be like them, but that's what they want to do. So I can't really say nothing about it. I had a great experience because I have a Pixel 2 XL. I never had to, repair it or nothing like that. Everything worked fine. Turn on my Bluetooth works. Took it out the box, put it right on it, worked. I didn't have an issue, but that's because it was meant for this phone. And I feel bad for people that actually had this phone that still had issues, but I just didn't have them, so I can't really speak on them. And just moving on from there, the $159 price tag. No, I don't feel like it's worth $159. I'm very frugal when it comes to that type of stuff, and I don't feel like it was worth that much. But $100, yes. Um, Even 130. Like I feel like these are really good headsets. You have the Google Assistant in your hair. You basically just got a Google Home walking around with you now. You don't have to be attached to anything to listen, hear them. Or it's just like the Google Home at home. It's just really it just has something that's attached all the time that can actually tell you stuff, coordinate with you, and it's just like having an assistant in your ear. So that being said, should you go out and run out and buy them if you don't have a Pixel? No, I would never suggest these for someone that doesn't have a Pixel. That's what they're meant for. That's what they call Pixel Buds. If you got an Android and you still feel like these are a great device to have, of course you're gonna have Google Assistant when they come out with Oreo. They're gonna push that stuff to you guys, so it should still work properly. But I don't feel like that's something that you really want to go in looking for it day one because you're not gonna have it. But yeah, like to be honest, these are a great headset. Overpriced much? Yes, I feel like they are overpriced, but everything else is too. I don't feel like nothing should be the price that it is. But this is what the price they are. They're still selling well, so they're not going to change it anytime soon, which I hate. But I would wait for these to fall down to $100. Then I would go out and pick these up. I still recommend them to anyone who has this type of phone, who has that type of setup, who's very heavily invested in Google to go get these because definitely they will enhance your experience with all Google services. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I want to thank you for watching. If you have any like different opinions, anything like that, just please put it down in the comment section below. I'll respond. If you feel like it's a certain way, you feel like they should have did something a little bit different, I understand it, and I will discuss it with you down there. Only got 10 minutes in the video, so not going to cover everything. But thanks again for watching. If you like this commentary, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, peace.